Hi everybody, this is Brad, and it's been a while since I've painted, so I figured why not start at 11 o'clock at night. And to make it even more fun, I figured I would challenge myself and try to do a apple painting in 15 minutes. So I am cheating a little bit. I've got my apple kind of laid out in charcoal. I've got my paints figured out, and timer is ready to go. So what I'm going to start off doing is I guess I'll go ahead and start the timer, and we'll see what happens, and I'll try to talk through it and see if I can make this apple happen in 15 minutes. So here we go, starting the clock now. So first I'm going to kind of erase this loose charcoal off. Get my brush wet, dip it in the medium a little bit, and start with a little bit of a red base just to kind of outline, so to speak. A little bit of blue. I'm using a wider brush than I might normally for the sake of time. And this is not a good brush. Like I said, I haven't been painting in a while, and my brushes are kind of stiff, which sounds like a personal problem, but let's see if I can find a better brush. This was not well thought out, but hey. So I'm going to be using kind of a variety of different red tones for this, and I've painted enough apples in my lifetime that I don't really use any reference material for the most part. And 13 and a half minutes into it, so far it's feeling pretty good. The color that I really like a lot, in addition to this blue to get some darker colors, is Payne's Gray, which I've decided that I kind of like a lot. I also like to switch the canvas around and look at it from different angles. So I will turn the canvas around a couple of ways just to kind of get a different perspective on it. And we have a happy little streak of light on the happy little apple. I'm no Bob Ross, that's for sure. But who is, right? Again, I'm using different shades of orange and yellow. I'm not mixing too much, again trying to save some time, so I'm not mixing on the canvas as opposed to pre-mixing the colors and stuff like that. So not the best way to do it, but what the heck, right? Again, it's been a while. I think the last thing that I painted was the Godzilla for Grayson's room, which was a lot of fun to do, and that's what every 4-year-old kid loves to wake up to, is a Godzilla staring at you, but hey. And then before that, I'm not really sure, to be honest with you. So I kind of feel good about the apple. I'm going to fill in the background really quickly. Minutes into it. told Kathy Goey Hirsch that I would never paint another green apple again. She got the last official green apple, but unofficially I have painted some, so I pretty much lied to her, I guess. Sorry, Kath. Not the first time, not the last time that I will lie to you. "10 minutes. Make sure my clock's still ticking here. And you know what? I would like to have... You can't always do what you want. My paints are a little bit gummed up for lack of use, but I want to have a little bit of tabletop. 9 minutes. The other color that I've come to really like is a King's Blue, or different paints. Companies call them a little bit different. But Königsblue, if I can refer to a little bit of German there, but King's Blue I like a lot, and that is this color kind of right in there that I've got going on. That I like to have that as a way to show reflected light. Kind of blur those edges a little bit. I'm going to go back in with a darker color. Fix my shadow that I screwed up here. A little bit of darker. .823. Turn it upside down again. Get a little bit of highlight since the light is going to be coming from over there. And again, digging into my King's Blue to kind of give this a little bit of cooler fill right there. And go back to my background here. Again, I'm kind of using the background, since I kind of sloppily laid in the apple, using the background to help define the edges of the apple. And so now I'm going to go in and again try to blend in some parts here of the apple. In 7 minutes. Again, this is going to be a very rough looking apple. Now, a rough cut. Switch into a smaller brush, I can kind of get in with the highlights over here. .6 minutes. And if you've stayed watching the video this long, then congratulations. Again, I'm kind of doing this as more of a practice for myself, and to make it to where I don't stay up trying to do anything too detailed. Figure a nice little exercise like this, where I'm timing myself, will kind of help me stick to stick to not necessarily putting in the details of everything, but loosening up a little bit, reopening the paints. Doesn't look right there. I've got 5 minutes. Just better defining the edges into the shadows. Giving the light something to play on there, and I've lost my clock. Guess I'm going to turn my sleep mode off. And that's just about it. Now I'm just kind of playing around with the details, but again, sometimes a nice sloppy painting like this without a whole lot of fine edges and stuff is something kind of fun to play around with. 4.5 minutes. So I think if once I get used to doing this, I think I could probably pop out a 10-minute apple. Will be my next challenge. Maybe something other than an apple. As you see, I'm not really cleaning out my brush too much, mainly because I'm using the same colors over and over again. Normally I would probably clean them out just a little bit better than this, but I'm going to kind of bleed the edges on the bottom completely up. And bring the shadow out a little bit here. And there you go, just about. I'm pretty happy with it. Not too bad. Again, it's a very loose painting. I got an email that I'm not going to read. Work email. Does work ever stop? Now that I'm blaming work on why I'm not painting. I blame that on my kids. No, just kidding. Okay, I think I'm about done with that. So now I'm going to go in and do a stem on the apple like that. And just come in with a little bit of white. Like that. And again back to my blue here to show a little shadowy type highlight. And I have to thin down some paint, some white paint. To do the signature. And you know what? Before I do that, I want to fix this. Hey, I've got exactly a minute. So I want to make this a little bit fatter right here. And I don't like that shadow too much. 15 seconds to spare. And there is our, get this back on automatic focus. There's our 15-minute apple. Thanks for watching.